It's ready, Eli. Please let us listen to what Barrister Alexander is telling us this morning.
There's no agreed definition for a birth certificate, but whatever the case, we know that the birth certificate is a document which basically registers or records a birth. So it's a document that attests to the fact that somebody has appeared on the surface of the earth, and his appearance is somewhere. It could be in Cameroon, it could be in America, and it should then other information pertaining to parents and the place they live, the specific place where he appeared, then the profession, other details that would be able to identify specifically that this birth certificate number, this belong to this specific person. It's not a DNA, but it's good to go. It's practical. Yeah, definitely. To obtain a birth certificate, you will need to declare the birth, because definitely, if not, then the administration, they have a civil status registrar who is there to record the evolution of the civil status of beings in any society. So they're there to welcome you guys to come declare your births, and that's it. Within some 30 days, you must do that. You go with if you probably had the kid from a hospital, they'll give you a record which you or kind of a documentation which you will take now to the civil status authority in order to record your birth. You need that document, then you need identification documents, definitely of the parents, then witnesses to attest to the fact that that's it, that these are actually the parents and they are confirming what is said, because every detail would not be contained in a piece of paper they give you in the hospital. No, they come with their birth certificate, with their identification documents too, because they have to identify the person that's a witness, because you know that false declarations are liable to sanctions or prosecutions, definitely, because we don't want to create a situation where people will just come and fraud and they go on and they cannot be prosecuted. So they will need definitely to identify the persons that are standing in as witnesses, and that's done through their identification documents. No, definitely they simply have to be majors, because if you are not a major, which means if you are not above 21 years, you cannot give consent or be a witness in that case. Yes, there's always a tendency, because of laxity, ignorance, and people forget at times to do it on time, and maybe because of administrative bottlenecks, people could find themselves in the mayor's office or the civil status administrator's office, and maybe they are not able to do it on the same day, and finally they kind of like discourage or something like that. So what happens is, if you're not able to declare within 30 days, within the time frame anyway, let me not be so specific, but there's a time frame for everything, then definitely you will need to do an application or a petition to the State Council, in order, if 30 days have elapsed, in order that he gives an order to the civil status registrar to receive your declaration. And definitely your birth certificate would make mention of the fact that it's pursuant to the authorization or the fiat given by the State Council, because from the date of your declaration and your date of birth would already be able, when they do the mathematics, they can see that, okay, there's an irregularity here. So definitely that's what happens. Then, apart, if you are not able to do within 60 days, then you're bound to go to court for a court order to be issued, which would permit you to come for the civil status registrar to receive your declaration. Definitely, you have a couple of you have a couple of stamp duties you have to pay here and there, but definitely it's not much. Yeah, it's something within the range of. There's no specific quote, but it's within the range of 5,000. It's not that much.
Special good morning to those of you watching us from Changin, the West region, from Babaju, to those of you watching us from Bemenda, from Yaoundé right here in Douala, from Boyam